Alright all, welcome back to another live stream. Doing these weekdays around the same time, 3 p.m. Eastern time. Try to do them for about an hour. This one will be a little bit shorter. Going out of town starting tomorrow, so I won't be doing a live stream until next Tuesday, very likely. Perhaps Monday, but I'm traveling, so if you're new to the channel, appreciate you following, appreciate you watching. Trying to do these to help educate some people. I ask nothing in return. We're doing charts, color coding them based on strong charts, weak charts in red, less than strong, but could be better, could be worse in orange. The great ones, the top 8 in all of crypto, chart-wise, are in blue. And the bottom, the bottom of the barrel in the pink, that's the worst color we could find. Those are the worst charts that I have seen. But let's get your requests in, see if we can improve one of these colors. Which coins will your colors be? Tune in and find out on the next Batman. Daily chart. We're looking at Bitcoin here on the Gaussian channel. We're in this short downturn range. We need to do something different here. So let's find an anomaly, a breakout up or down. Otherwise, we can just remain in this channel. Caution, as of right now today, because we just closed yesterday below our median Gaussian channel, which likely means, certainly today, if we close under here again today, so the number to avoid this is 66K. If we close a second consecutive daily candle down here, that improves our odds of testing the lower part of the channel. Usually when you break one moving average on the Gaussian channel, that's all these are, there's like moving averages, then you simply test the next one. You break the next one, you're like floors, right? The ceiling, the living room, the basement. Unless you got a weird house, then it could be way different than that. But having just said that, like, so our odds would improve of going to test this low part around 62.5. This is rising day over day still. We have a 100-day EMA here in the blue, 64.3. Watch for that, like we did the last time Bitcoin held right here, like this little rounded pattern. We talked about this yesterday on the stream. Maybe we rhyme with that again, perhaps. If we don't, right, we have our lower Gaussian channel right here. Depending on when we get to it, right, if it takes several more days, could very well be at 63K, maybe above these range highs over here. We'll see how that goes. That's why we're doing these every day, to keep you updated. We do a lot more content in our Telegram groups too, as well, through Patreon. If you want to check more stuff out there, we keep you updated. No surprises. Try to keep you well informed with a lot of extra content. Let's see what else. I guess we can get to requests. Probably be a little bit shorter of a stream. Not a whole lot going on. Except for AI. I mean, the ASI trifecta is up today. Fetch, Ajax, Ocean. Up average of what, 18% or so? Not too bad. Nice bounces so far. Certainly out of Fetch, up 20% just today. Howdy, howdy. Let's look at first request by the guy that's here every day, H. Coleman. Appreciate you tuning in every day. AVAX, let's get going. Let's see. AVAX, where's the chart? It's a red chart. Psycho. Not good. Right, here was our red zone. I mean, it's just melted right through it. Here's long. Now, why did it do this? Why is it really going down now? This was major support. It doesn't mean you can't go through it. It just means when you do, it's a more significant level. Not only that, but you were under the Gaussian channel. You're getting squeezed down here. Break that, right? A lot of people had stop losses probably right in here, right? And then now it's just picking up momentum to the downside. Take a look at the volume. Slightly above average, but still not spectacular volume even in the sell. See a big spike back here. The blue one is the average. It is well above. It's more, definitely more sellers than buyers here. Obviously, which is the price is going down. But as long as that volume is high on the red side, prices can keep moving. So be aware of that. But this is why we color code these, right? You don't want to necessarily be holding your entire portfolio in red coins. This is the result of that. This is major levels, right? We're now breaching levels not seen in AVAX since last year, 2023, to the high side. We were running up here. Not a great sign. Our next area of interest at least on this daily chart. Way the hell down here. So 22 to 18. Let's see if that holds true with the weekly. We'll zoom out here. So weekly chart, we have our range high here before we hesitated for a couple weeks. Maybe we end up wicking down there. The median weekly Gaussian channel is here. If you close under the weekly Gaussian channel median line right here for any coin, that's really disaster. That's like where you can really, like, I would say, like, kind of broken leg syndrome, right? It's not likely you're going to win any races with a broken leg. So this is where your legs are still intact here. But the mafia catches up to you below 2350, and we know those don't work out well. Okay, we just crossed the 8-week under the 21, another bad sign. Yeah, not looking so great for AVAX. Maybe someone would argue head and shoulders. I would say that's a pretty lopsided head and shoulders, but we can go with it. So where would the target be if this does play out? And this is the actual neckline, which kind of looks like it, right? That's pretty, I think half your shoulder got chopped off there, but let's take a measured move anyway and just see what it might be. Let's go down here to our lows. Okay, now let's put on the low closing candle. I'll go right there. Target would be like kind of where we looked at, right in the bottom of our zone, $19. Again, why would you want to hold that, right? If it's a red chart and what the hell did I do? Oh, we got some text going on the side here. Random. Can't get it off. There we go. Okay, let's go with that. So this is, yeah, not looking good, which is why we're rating these charts. So you can do your best to switch out of the, not so good ones. The mafia hits, so to speak. Okay. There's our first request, AVAX. Hopefully that helps you out a little bit. Again, I'm going to tell you straight up how it is with your coins. We're not sugarcoating it here. I have nothing to sell you, so I don't care if you're friends or not, right? I like that you're tuning in and trying to learn something. But if you're here to get your ego stroked, it's not happening. I'm not stroking anything here. XR Paynet today. Didn't we look at that yesterday? Wasn't it like the shittiest of shit? Pretty sure we did, but we can go look at it again. XR. Words are hard. Yeah, I mean, it's pink. What are we looking at? What could we possibly look at? This is like the worst chart, one of the worst charts in crypto. You don't have to, it's not my opinion, right? Just go from the start of the bull run. I mean, we're still trying to find it here. From the start of this bull run in 2023, we're down 93%. You've lost money this entire bull run. Why? Why would you hold this? I'm curious. You like pain? Some people like that, I guess. You're still 83% under your 100-week moving average. You've never been green on the Gaussian channel this entire bull run, except for when you were fading right here. But really, like, your exit point would have been like 62% ago. Like, that would be the worst case. Like, you fell out of a red weekly Gaussian channel. I mean, here was your actual warning sign. Remember, we just looked at AVAX? Look what can happen. You turn from bad to really bad. Mafia hit. It's already been shot. The Mafia already has control of this one. It went down 77% in just over a month. That was after... Maybe we can keep piling on the hits here. That was after an 82% decline. It decided to go down another 80%. So just from the end of the bear market, which at its highs, the start of the bull, it did the opposite. Is this chart inverted? It should be, right? This is kind of the opposite of what you do. It pumped in the end of the bear market, and it's fallen down the entire bull market. Pink. This will never be anything but this. This is terrible looking chart. This is the worst of the worst. I think this is the top of the worst. Number one, most terrible chart. I don't see how you could argue with it. Like, there's zero good in here. All right, let's move on. Pork. I mean, this kind of, hopefully this goes against the oxymoron of it. All right, let's new request. Let's see where we're at. And amazing. Look at all the TA we can get on here. Removed. All right, unless you got more history somewhere. Like, what are we requesting that for? You want me to look at the 5-minute chart? Okay, so anything that's just gotten listed, even in 2024, don't even try it. Like, there's nothing to go off of. You're just holding for in this bull run, and hopefully it does well for you. Okay, Trui. I think we did that yesterday as well. Let's go look at it. There it is. It was actually a green one, right? All right, here's your weekly snapshot. Let's look at like a fib retrace here. Let's look at a couple levels. So from our August lows to our highs, look at where it holds the line so far is the 382. Right, so if we revisit that, also the EMA 21 right there, the yellow, see how it held right there? So currently that's at around 13 cents. Also range highs from that little drop there. So I would watch for 13 cents to maybe pick some more up. We are also at the 236 right here. But if you want to go super short term, where do you go? This swing low right here. Probably going to be pretty similar. I mean, look at that. The 0.5, it's still at 13 cents. 13 cents is the level. If you want to buy more, that's the one with the mega horn right there. It's shouting at you. 13 cents. Looks good. Still a good chart. Gaussian channel green. Price action well above it. Moving averages all trending up. All good signs here. Reversed at the 618 as expected. Right, that's not a big deal. This would turn orange again. I think we talked about this yesterday. If we close back under like 12 cents, if you give the 100-week away, right? Because that's where we held last time. All right, so caution if we move under 13 cents. Certainly the 21-week. Any coin, if it's breaking out of the 21-week, you have to be on guard there. All right, let's look at the fib extension here. Yeah, $10. That's pretty epic. From here. Yeah, we looked at this one. I remember it was like 70x, right? That would be magnificent. All right. All right, appreciate you, Crazy 8. I assume that's what that means. Let's look at Rio. Critical support, that's not good, but a lot of coins are there. Let's go look at it. Still looks green. Is it still green? It's another great looking chart here, though. Jesus Christ. That's impressive. So from your bear market lows to your bull market highs so far, that is ridiculous. 25,000% already. From our October lows, another year later, still up 2,700%. Amazing. Okay, look where we are now. So we are kind of at a level here that's worth noting. Look at our previous, let's put this back to yellow. So from back to 2021, look at all these high range wicks there. But no closes above that. And now look where we are now. Previous range highs are now bull market range lows. Hopefully that holds. This is a big level. And, you know, wicks, who cares, right? Wicks can go anywhere. Just, you know, stop hunting, liquidate you just for fun. Closing under the 21-week would be a major warning here. So you can use some of these altcoins to maybe potentially see a bottom altcoin market wide. Because some of these big ones that have made these spectacular gains and, you know, 25%, 25,000% higher market cap coming down to critical levels, perhaps there's a, you know, read between the lines, something to take there. But if we close under here, right, that's pretty catastrophic. Now, if we hold the line here and we start to move up again and altcoins start to, you know, turn green, Bitcoin dominance starts to top out, yeah, this one's got the power to move quickly. But this is a critical level, 145, 144. You're going to be watching this for a weekly close under it. And even if you do close 1 week, it's okay. You just got to bounce back strong the next week. Let's see if we did that anywhere. No, But there's some coins that have, pretty good indications of that, where you lose a strong level and then you bounce back quickly. That's okay. That's why you want to look for 2 consecutive candles to really confirm the move. Look at this. Nice move here, right? Resistance, resistance, breakthrough, throwback, retest to support. You know a big move's coming if you do that. So if we do that again, in weeks or months from now, like 264, if we break out to go to like 350, then kind of throw back around to 260 again, that's your final boarding call, right? These are your like final all aboards, right? You have a couple weeks before explosive moves happen. You can find this on dozens of charts, probably the green or the blue ones, throughout history, really. Like, I mean, you go back and look at even in the stock market, like those are textbook moves of strength. Resistance for weeks, if not months. You break through it, you throw back retest support, and it acts like a trampoline. And that was look at the move you could have made just by looking at that. If you were in this quickly, like you got a 3x in 2 weeks. Very nice. Good looking chart. All right, another request. Probably not quite as great looking. It was right above it. Maybe you requested both of these last time too. Okay, so here's our support zone, which so far is holding. Right, we went down to the 50 and the 34 week EMA, the orange and the green there, holding great. Previous range highs, resistance, resistance, now flipping to support. These are all things you want to be a part of. We're kind of looking like a pretty good flag formation here, right? Move up, parallel channel down. Good bounce here, pretty big here. That looks great. Again, here's like the flat consolidation, sideways rectangular. This looks like Bitcoin right now, right? On the weekly. Just chop around and then make your next move. So you're looking for either a flag formation of consolidation or rectangular consolidation. Those very often lead to bullish continuation. If you're, whatever way you came from, right? Come move up, consolidate, continue that move, consolidate into flag, likely continuation there as well. Let's remove all the highlighter marks. Get back to an actual chart. Fibonacci extension is not going to really help you here. We can see. We'll see how it goes. When we start to go up again, then we can probably get some better targets. But your first primary target, get above 20 cents. Take out that 100 week. Yet what we would not want to see, right, would we caution here is if we move down and touch the weekly Gaussian channel. That's where you can lose some momentum. But, we have this zone will extend out indefinitely here. So if we bounce here again on the 50 week, we still got a 2x, over 2x away to get back to highs. No big deal. A lot of coins are there. But I like this structure. This can't fail. Or you're going to be slipping down and you're going to probably get downgraded to red here. So let's hold the line at, 98 cents. If you close under 98 cents, or excuse me, you wish it was at 98 cents. Just under 10 cents, right? 9.8 cents. 98 cents, you'd probably be in your Lambo not listening to me. All right, so SUI, next request, going down the line. All right, welcome in all. Oh, look at this. Look at the retest on the right to the median Gaussian channel line. So that's the line in the sand. We get abysmal and turn red for sure if you're closing under the Gaussian channel median line on the weekly. You never want to do that. All right, so look at that. Range highs. That's where the big move exploded. I mean, look at that big candle. Like, why did it happen there? That's why. Okay, nice big move up. Tried to hold the EMA 8, fell down under the 21. If you fall under the 21 week, that's when your trouble starts on any coin. You need to be well aware of when your coins close under the 21 week. Look at that. You had one little shot to get out of it. I mean, that was a nice bounce too. You got over 50% bounce up, but you still close under here. But when you close under and you got a chance to exit, I would at least put a stop loss in. And that would have saved you some money here. Even if you got out at that close, you're still down another 30% from there. So keep that in mind, the coins that are battling this right now. Not that this is terrible, but it's definitely orange, right? We don't want to go under 75 cents. And we want to get out of this Gaussian channel as quickly as possible, or this can just act like a magnet and you really just kind of stay topping in here. Maybe even if we go up, like it can just stay here for a long time. I mean, this could last for months if you don't get out of here quickly. So ideally, this would be a green chart. If we just get back above like 115, get back above all your moving averages, and you're back to blue skies, smooth sailing, whatever floats your boat, butterflies, rainbows, whatever you got. Let's see what else. Injective, good request. Get to that. Injective Bitcoin too. Well, that's a good request. Well, we can do both. Why not both? Roll up to Injective here. All right, a decent bounce so far, but higher market cap than a lot. So, all right, let's look at our weekly. Same thing holds true for Injective here. $18 is the line where it turns to no bueno. So far, we're still okay. We're orange. We're cautious. We've closed multiple weeks. I mean, multiple months really below the 20-on week. Again, right here was our warning shot, and that was a big shot. We did again bounce 63% up to the high side, but look at where we bounced up to, right into resistance. Support, support, support. Broken through. Resistance, 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 resistance. Even resistance last week. Closed back under that. I mean, that was an abrupt sell-off really too. Like you looked at, I remember looking at this like seemed like 1 minute, and then I opened my phone again and it was down like, it was like 33, 32, look at it again 5 minutes later, 31, 30, just like, yeah, that was a pretty shocking, I mean, Injective moves when it wants to, but then holy hell, I mean, 43% sell-off in less than a week. This is less than a week move here. But it's still the strongest coin in all of 2023. Per market cap. I mean, that was a hell of a move, which is why we still like Injective. I mean, 38x inside of 1 year. It really the start of the bull run. It was number one guy. So hopefully that starts again. But we're starting to lose a little bit of traction here. There's definitely some major sellers getting up and out of here when we get these like little abrupt sell-offs like that. So we really got to recapture. I mean, ideally, to turn green again, we got to be back above 32, which we did, fleeting moment last week. But ideally, we could probably flip this green again if we can just get back above all the moving averages, which is 2750 as of this week. Now, it can make moves quickly, right? It's capable of doing that. Obviously, a strong pump effect, so to speak, but we don't want to spend a whole lot of time down here. We definitely don't want to go under 18 with a close, or that really yeah, that would really be a bad sign. So we'll just have to continue to watch this. Majority of crypto, the odds is just sideways chop for probably next several weeks, if not even a couple of months, until Bitcoin dominance finds its permanent local top for this cycle. Like altcoins are at its mercy, as we've been seeing for the past couple of weeks. Bitcoin dominance is still at 55%, but it's down a little bit today. Miraculously, when Bitcoin dominance falls, altcoins can come out to play a little, right? Look at Fetch. Fetch up 21%. Nice. All right, let's look at, Injective Bitcoin, right? That was the next thing we wanted to look at. Let's look at that. And you can make this list too. You can go to alts and Bitcoin, just same thing as you do to go find coins. You just type in whatever against BTC instead of USD or whatever, right? So Injective Bitcoin, it's an orange chart, and I've rated all these as well. Not many that are doing good against Bitcoin, but the top ones are Jasmy, Solana, and Render for the entire bull run. Okay, so now looking at the weekly chart against Bitcoin, we're coming down to a pretty key level here. Look at this. So we like our high closes going all the way back to April 2023, over a year ago here. right? A lot of consolidation, a breakout, and maybe you could argue like a massive macro throwback bullish retest before continuing on, but this got to hold. We don't want to see this valuation go under 3,000 Satoshis, or it could lose its footing against Bitcoin. Now, I would expect bigger moves, again, like it's used to doing. 2023, I mean, it just took off against Bitcoin. Look at this move against Bitcoin. You would have made, you could buy 1,300% more Bitcoin if you had just held Injective in 2023. That's pretty strong. I don't know any other coins that did that. 1,300% move against Bitcoin in 2023. That's impressive. So I still have high hopes for Injective, but look at the rejections over the past several weeks at the median Gaussian line. Look at that. I mean, perfectly hold resistance, like wick after wick after wick after wick. A month, 5 weeks straight, and then just smack down again. So yeah, altcoins taking a beating, even the strongest ones. One of the strongest, Injective, taking a beating. But if you're underneath the Gaussian channel in the weekly with a closing price and you've lost like major support like this, like you're going to struggle against Bitcoin. You might as well just be holding Bitcoin if it's looking more abysmal than this. This isn't too bad yet because it went on such a good move, but pay attention to your coins and how they move against Bitcoin for sure. All right, so let's get to Goldfinch, GFI. Get back to my chart. Pick the right one. GFI is right down here somewhere. All right, so we're still a green chart, but you can see this orange line here. So again, 2 consecutive weekly closes. This will switch to orange on Monday. Got to update these on the weekly closes, so these can change week over week, even day over day sometimes. But if you close 2 consecutive candles under the 21-week EMA, you're already like on alert here. That's not a good sign. Even if you get a bounce, it's like, where does the bounce go to? Does it get back above previous support? So it's really got to bounce like above 350 here to get back to, no more trouble. Our previous bear market highs, March 2022. That was our trying to hold the support. That's where the bigger bulls would remain in charge, and then the bulls got their hoof mixed up in a blender, and now here we are. Terrible visual. All right, so we're down currently from that support 30%. So we got a little bit of a move, work to do. From current prices, this EMA 34 seems like it needs to hold. Look at these range high wicks. Like to see a bounce here. Get back above $3, and we can talk about getting our bullhorns back together. To the downside, if we go any lower, you can see this level. Previous range high breakout. You also have the top of the Gaussian channel. I doubt we're going that much lower, but just worst case scenario, that would be kind of where I would look if we see some kind of massive capitulation. Altcoin wide. All right. Vechain. Go look at it. Why has Vechain been stagnant this whole cycle? I'm glad you asked. I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. So let's go look at it. Red chart. So why has Vechain been doing nothing? Well, let's see. The start of the bull run was back here. Right, we were currently up 65% from the start. Not terrible. Definitely much better coins out there, but I mean, look at the start of the bull run. We got going, but then right into resistance of our bear market highs. That was a nice little 2x move there. Then we gave it all back and then some. We weren't even done putting in lows. So when your coins put in new lows in a bull run, that's the sign that you're not going to do well. I mean, that's a blatant slap in the face that you're not going to do well. When most coins bottomed like in December or a little bit earlier, November, December. Vechain didn't bottom until 6 months into the bull run. That's no bueno. And then it double bottomed again, like months later. I mean, it was at like all-time lows before coins started going off. So when it got going again, it did do well. But still, that 150% move, no one's here for that. No one's here to get a 2.5x. Right? And you broke above your you could have got it going here, but then you came right back under. And it's like, just hold you down here. Then another 2x. So like the best showing is around a 2x out of any of these major pumps. And then it gives it right back. And now look where we are. We're now back in the Gaussian channel after turning it green. And this is the ultimate warning sign. We're holding in here. We're holding the median line. It's okay. But if you close under 2.5 cents, it's like nail in the coffin. It'll get lifted still, right? And this will probably still 2 or 3x from here on out. But that's about all it's going to do. Are you in this for 2 or 3x? Probably not. Hang on, there's someone here. I think it's just a package. We're good. Crisis averted. Don't have to rack my guns. It's Florida. Everyone's got guns. There's a delivery. Rack your guns. It's half true. All right. So Vechain. Here's our fibs, right? Fib extensions if we're gonna get a move, but obviously this is now gone because our fib was, I think the last time we talked to Vechain, that was the low, and now that's gone out the window, right? So we're just now looking at lows. So this is also not likely the low unless we're getting ready to major reverse. So wherever these lows are, you're gonna have to redo these fib extensions if you're, try to nail the bottom. The bottom must be in to get an accurate fib extension if that's new to you, right? So as of this week, assuming the lows are in, here's a decent fib extension at levels to pay attention to. I would say if it is in, then this, the penny level, obviously, the 618 here from the highs to the lows, and then also the 1618 on this little move here, kind of rhyme around the same area. But I mean, it's just still not, there's so many better looking charts, yeah? So it's not that any of these red charts are like gonna not do very well in the future. It's just like the odds are against them greatly. And there's many coins that have so much better looking charts. It's like, why would you even try to bother with it? Kind of the point. So let's just compare. Like, since I see a blue coin up here, Swift coin, Swift C, right? Look at this chart, minus the fibs and all the noise. Right, look at the price action here. And now let's go look at one of the strongest charts. Which one would you rather be in? Yeah? This is a great chart. Still blue. I mean, it's still flirting with the EMA 8 here at all-time highs. Ideal scenario. That's what you want to be in. All right. Chris, you got a Model Y? That's cool. My wife's got a Model Y. I could get a Cybertruck, but I refuse to spend the extra. I reserved my Cybertruck an hour after it is valid. I've been able to get one for 6 months. I could have been like one of the worst ones, but I refuse to pay the extra money for the for bullshit. And Cybertrucks were supposed to top out at like 80K. They don't even start there now. Like I really wanted the Cyber Beast, but 120 or 40K or whatever the hell they want now is ridiculous. I guess I'm going to roll the dice and wait till the single motor comes out. Hopefully they're still around 60, 70K, and I'll get that next year. They keep emailing me to get the Founders Edition, and I'm not doing it. All right. Yeah, that's weird. I do get my bitrate is lower. If anybody knows how to improve my bitrate on a stream, like, I'm all ears. I've Googled it, I've looked at it. Nothing seems to help, and I do get warnings that my stream's bitrate is low, so I assume that's why you're getting on your computer the video freezes, but audio, that's what it looks like. It's like the audio's good, but the video can be choppy. I have no idea how to fix it. Any gurus out there, be cool. Because I seem to have that all the time. All right, good request. Ethereum, Bitcoin. Let's go look at that. Back to alts. Here we go. And ETH-BTC, by the way, red chart. Right, here's our level where we could probably turn back green. We are above the 21 week, but we're also, look at the Gaussian channel on the weekly. So it's like kind of everything's kind of invalidated on the bull side until you get your Gaussian channel green. And do I think Ethereum will do that against Bitcoin? Probably. But it might be the sign that, you know, everything's about to end, in my opinion. Like I don't really see Ethereum doing any kind of massive gain against Bitcoin this cycle, but that ETF might be the black, you know, what am I looking for? The ace up its sleeve? Maybe it does better. And I think we got, what, a couple weeks till that goes? 3 weeks? The Ethereum ETF goes live? Maybe we make a move there. Maybe this was the start. Maybe that's the low. But I'm not convinced until we get back above here. 6,000? Got to get back above 6,000 before I have any beliefs fully into Ethereum gaining against Bitcoin. This is a terrible looking chart, making all-time lows for years. For years. Even the whole bear market, it went down. Much more than Bitcoin. So you're doing yourself really an injustice by holding more Ethereum than Bitcoin for the past several years. Bitcoin's still the safe play. Now, starting to convert some Bitcoin over to Ethereum in anticipation of a bottoming effect, or, you know, you think that something like this is coming again, which in case I don't think it's going to be that dramatic. But, you know, could we get to all-time highs again? Perhaps. I would imagine we're probably near the end of the cycle if and when we do that. So let's see how much we got to go. Hello. So to get to near all-time highs, it's, you know, not too much of an ask. 50 to 60% gain on Bitcoin. Maybe. And it's really not even all-time highs. It's like lower high after lower high after lower high. I wouldn't be surprised if that holds true maybe forever. Like we just kind of see this slow move down against Bitcoin. I'm not saying that trend line is going to hold, but, you know, I would say lower high after lower high after lower high. Maybe it's just like a subtle difference or wick difference. Hello, let's get the right tools here. So lower high, and then maybe we top out again, and, well, geez, it's not going to be that long, but sometime next year, I would kind of put it at probably around this time next year, give or take a couple months on either side before we top again. And it really wouldn't surprise me if we either double top with this over here, or, you know, maybe wick a little bit higher. I don't see Ethereum really outperforming Bitcoin anymore. But maybe I'll be surprised with the ETF or something. All right, good request on the ETH-BTC pair. I think that's the first time anyone's requested something like that. So kudos to you. Thanks for following me so long, but I don't have an opinion on pork, man. I mean, if it's that new, you're just holding in hopes of a nice move. Right? You don't need a chart to look at anything new, right? Any kind of new coins or meme coins, you're looking to hold for the gains that are coming in the alt season, right? And if you don't have the commitment to hold through the ups and downs, like you've either got too much invested or too much invested. And just buy and hold on those kind of things, right? Charts aren't going to help you much on something that's new by a few months. Yeah. Hopefully that makes sense. All right. What else we got? Welcome in, everybody. Boris, what's up? Toncoin, the strongest chart in crypto, if you're wondering. Like, I wonder what the strongest chart is right now. It's Toncoin. Not even close. I mean, the coin is, even with the downside, it's still up over 2x of all-time highs. What are you, psycho? Name another coin that's like that right now. Oh, wait. It just held resistance at the 1618. a lot of our targets on all these altcoins are fingers crossed to get to the 1618 by the end of this whole bull run. Toncoin has already done it. Holy shit. Like, very impressive. It reversed right at it. Look at the 1618. Right at 825. What was the high? 828. Fibonacci magic. Right there. So where could we hold? Well, I mean, obviously the EMA 8's a great place since it's been doing that. But worst case, it'd be the EMA 21. On something this bullish, maybe just people take absurd profits. 550 as of this week. This is still rising pretty rapidly. But, I mean, why would you be worried unless it's price actions under the EMA 8? I wouldn't even sweat on the number one coin right now. Definitely number one in this race so far. For the past, at least since 2024. I don't know if anything's doing better than that. March. See what's done since March from that low. It's still up 3x since March. Very impressive. It went up 250% in 30 days. Great move. Turbo back up 30%. Shocker. Another blue coin. Turbo up 30% today. Amazing. There's a nice move. Look at where it bounced. Holy shit. Wonder if the Gaussian channel means anything. I mean, a perfect wick to the top of the Gaussian channel on the daily. Nice bounce, but still resistance here. I'll be a little cautious. Turbo. Kind of, this is the flip level. So if you're disappointed, might be decent time to take some more profits out if you're still at profit here. Because this is underside resistance, underside test of resistance. Sometimes, usually the initial test will fail, and then maybe you go back down a little bit. So if you're wrong, right, and you sell some here, you just buy back right here. So you have like your stop loss maybe just under here. If it goes down, let it run. If that triggers, you can re-enter right here and go long. Otherwise, you're riding this 30% wave up, taking some profits out that you missed down here. Good way to do it. But here's your blue chart. So this is the strongest 8 so far in crypto as of this week. All right. I don't really have thoughts on Bitcoin production costs. You can look up all that stuff, but whatever. Copy. Wait, did you say wrapped in something? This one on, let's see. I don't know what you want here. We'll try it once. We got nothing. Don't have history. Don't even bother. Gotta have some history. It's gotta have at least 6 months of history, or we're not going to chart it. All right, Bitcoin. Let's see, what are we doing? How about altcoins? Go take a look at altcoins on the daily. Got to hold here, range lows. Altcoins at the 200-day EMA. Altcoins in jeopardy of breaching the 21-week, just like we've talked about all stream. 625 billion. We got some billions to add here. Where's Sailor when you need him? 4%, 5%. If we can rally, 5% on the altcoins between now and Sunday, that could be a little trampoline bounce. Maybe we get a move higher after that. Otherwise, probably going to be stuck down here for a little bit. All right. All right. I'll catch you on the next one. I'm going to end it here, and we'll see you next week. I'm out on vacation until Tuesday, so I'll see you then. Thanks so much, and appreciate it.